Really, Really Do Something by Andy Breckenridge. I don't know much about movies. T. Bickle. Travis Bickle, in mohawk mode and freshly shorn sides, hides in plain sight in combat jacket, engaging the mic'd up Secret Service man in conversation, both with fish eyes, blind behind mirror shades. He ties up the rough draft by welding a handgun to a typewriter runner and clamps it to his forearm. Later he will bleed like a discarded armchair in red rain, writing his demise on his own tempo with index and middle fingertips and a triggering thumb in a thumping blood stupor. He sees you, but you don't see him. His spectre lurks in the reflection just behind the curtain of the window that gives onto the street, where unreal rain pummels and no steam rises, where you continue to compose your thesis, comparing the cultural impact of Bickle and Harry Callahan, the vigilante as redeemer. You wake at 4:37 to record voice memos. All of them are wrong turns, and work nights to meet the next deadline, dazed by the thought of finding the next heavy word. You haunt libraries till closing time. Hands cradle your brow, the transient print of middle and index fingers on temple skin, and scribble notes on scraps of paper in the back of a taxi, avoiding the mirror. My pamphlet The Liquid Air was published by Dreich in July 2021, with the Chris Riddell illustrated version coming out in August of 2022. I've had poems in several print and online journals, including Acid Bath, Green Ink, Southlight Magazine, The Storms, Flight by Flight of the Dragonflies, and Dreich, as well as Nutmeg, the Scottish football periodical. And I'm currently filleting a full collection called The Fish Inside. Thanks very much for listening. And thanks, Paul, for including this poem in the anthology.